This is it, the main event of Backlash. And here's the #1 contender, who just so happens to moonlight as Raw's interim general manager. You'd think his last name was Gagne. It's disgusting that Triple H would abuse his power like this. But given his track record, I shouldn't be surprised.
Look, JR, who made Triple H general manager in the first place? Mr. McMahon. Who built the WWE into the empire it is today? Mr. McMahon. And who signs your paychecks?
Mr. McMahon, unfortunately.
Right. So if Mr. McMahon puts his trust in Triple H as general manager, then you should too. You're lucky that he's on vacation right now and not backstage listening to all your negativity. There's only so many times you can be fired and come back, you know.
I call them like I see them, King. And if Mr. McMahon has a problem with that, he knows where to find me. Can you imagine preparing for a WWE title match when you don't even know who your opponent's going to be? Triple H has had weeks to scout the champion, but the WWE champion didn't even consider Triple H as a contender until last Monday.
It might not be the ideal situation for going into a title match, but that comes with being the WWE champion. You gotta be ready for anything. And if you're not, you won't be holding the title for long. My brains trying to think of a single flaw in Triple H, and I couldn't come up with anything. It's like he said, he really is the only diamond in this business.
I bet I can help you out there, King. He's arrogant, he's selfish and self-centered. He'll sacrifice anyone and anything to get what he wants. He's completely untrustworthy.
Whoa, hold on there, JR. I know you and the game have some personal history with each other, but that's no excuse to try to diminish his accomplishments. Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you can come down that hurt. He countered that one perfectly.
He countered that and made it look easy.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar...
He's going up, JR. This could be big. I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd.
You're not going to get him with that one. That went nowhere.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knock. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the liver tape.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else. He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
That's It's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine Smackdown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our Smackdown colleagues, but no, I can't think. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. Smackdown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor running around about your Social Security number was 1.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
Can you believe it? He did it! Despite all of Triple H's scheming, the champion has retained the WWE title. And he beat both the #1 contender and the interim GM to do it.
Well, obviously Triple H has been so busy with all his general manager duties that he's gotten a little rusty in the ring. Believe me, I don't think we'd get the same results in a rematch.
And I have no doubt that we'll get to test your theory, King. If I know Triple
Well, I'll just get right to it. I'm sure even a bunch of inbreds like yourself noticed that there was some questionable officiating during the WWE title match at Backlash yesterday. As the general manager of Raw, I'm going to see to it that...
Oh my gosh! It's Mr. McMahon! He must be here to congratulate Triple H.
I'm not so sure about that, King. He doesn't look particularly happy.
Hey, Vince, how was your vacation? When did...
Let's cut the crap, Hunter. You've been given great power as the interim general manager of Raw, but clearly you haven't used it responsibly.
Whoa, Vince.
Instead of featuring Raw superstars like Edge and Kane in the WWE title match at Backlash, you chose to satisfy your own ego and put yourself in the match.
Listen, Vince, you got it all wrong.
No, you listen to me. Number one, you are hereby removed as Raw's interim general manager. And number two, I'm about 5 seconds away from saying the 2 words all these people here tonight and those watching at home want to hear. So you've got that long to get the hell out of my ring before you're the one who's going on vacation. And by God, I mean a permanent one.
And the opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raw, coming to you live from Seattle, Washington.
I don't care how rainy it gets, JR. Nothing's going to dampen the spirits of these Seattle fans.
You're right about that, King, especially not when we've got such a great show ahead of us.
There's the reversal.
That went nowhere. The very sight of Kane makes my blood run cold. What an inhuman monster he is.
You say monster like it's a bad thing, JR. But everyone loves a monster, whether they want to admit it or not. Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Wolfman never go out of style.
Well, there's a big difference between seeing a monster in a movie and knowing that a real-life monster like Kane is walking the earth, King.
He's going up! But what's he going to do when he gets there?
He covered that and made it look easy. I don't even know if you can use the word monster to describe Kane anymore. He's become so twisted and so evil that it almost sounds like a compliment.
Kane's never going to be up for the Humanitarian of the Year award, JR. But I think that's exactly what makes him such a great superstar. He'll stop at nothing to get what he wants. And that makes for some great Oh, boy. This looks like an all-or-nothing move. I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is.
Here's your winner.
Hey, this is Kurt Angle. I just wanted to call and tell you to enjoy your last few hours of being able to walk without crutches. Because when I get in that ring tonight, it's the ankle lock for you, bucko, and a WWE title opportunity for me. I can't wait to see how you plan on defending the title at Vengeance after I've broken your damn ankle.
A big Raw welcome to all our fans here in Phoenix, Arizona, and around the world. This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
This place is packed, JR. And I know these fans can't wait to see the Raw superstars in action, and neither can I.
I couldn't agree more, King. We certainly appreciate the support of these great Phoenix fans, and I personally guarantee that they're going to get more than their money's worth tonight.
You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having a crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
The quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated.
He reversed it. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. I know that Kurt Angle has rubbed some fans and fellow superstars the wrong way in the past. But when it comes right down to it, you can't deny the fact that he's earned the right to take a little pride in his accomplishments.
A little pride? JR, I'd say you sounded like Kurt Angle's biggest fan, if I wasn't sure that Angle himself is already president of his own fan club.
Hey, I won't deny that Angle thinks very highly of himself, but he's earned that right. I might be a little less forgiving if he didn't live up to his own hype. The bottom line is, when Angle sets his mind to something, very few superstars can stand in his way.
I'll admit it, it's a little scary to watch up close, but I love watching Kane go to work. He's practically unstoppable.
He's certainly not stopped by conscience, that's for sure. Kane will crush anyone and anything that stands between him and his objective.
You say that like it's a bad thing, JR. I think it's great. No one forces a superstar to get into the ring against Kane. Oh, man, that's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen.
Watch out! He reversed it!
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King...
He's going for the cover, JR!
Is that? No, only two.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself. If it's all the same to you, King.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the Smackdown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few Smackdown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from Smackdown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit losers, make sure you give me some warning so I can get the hell out of here before you do it. I don't want to be any part of what that's going to get me. That went nowhere.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it?
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty good, though, I must say. And it's been reversed. You're not going to get him with that one. I think this... Oh, man. This is a precarious position to be in.
And that's why. Getting a forehead ground into your face is just about the most painful thing I can think of.
He's got his opponent hanging off the apron. And there's the forearm grind.
And this is a move that's all about letting your opponent know who's in control. Plus, it hurts like heck. Everyone says that Kurt Angle's one of the greatest superstars in the business, but considering he went from Raw to Smackdown to ECW, that's like claiming to be the world's tallest midget.
Oh, come on, King. Angle's an Olympic gold medalist. That he's a multiple-time WWE champion, and he's done just about everything.
He's got his opponent in position, JR. This could be it.
Angle slam! Angle slam! He just drove his opponent into the canvas. Looks like he's trying for a pin here. This match is over, but it looks like Angle and Kane are done with the champion.
I can't say I'm surprised, JR. The champion has a huge target on his back. Now he's in there with two of Raw's biggest guns.
Chair shot for Angle, and one for Kane.
Make it two.
Two shots from that steel chair, and the big red monster Kane is gone. Champion in half.
If this was a title match, we'd have a new champion right now.
I can't disagree, King. What an impact Edge has made here tonight on Raw.
Edge, what you did last week was not what I had in mind when I lifted the suspension that Triple H placed on you. But then again, I have to admit, you did make an impact, and making an impact is what Raw is all about. Therefore, since you had already earned a WWE Championship match prior to Triple H's unfortunate tenure as general manager, I'm naming you the #1 contender for the title at Vengeance.
Well, it's about time.
I must say you've got a strange idea of gratitude.
Gratitude? What the hell do I have to be grateful for? I should already be the WWE champion by now.
Well, you could be grateful for the fact that Kane and Kurt Angle haven't gotten their hands on you for what you did to them last week. But I think that's about to change. I'm putting you and the WWE champion in a tag team match against them for tonight's main event.
Whatever, as long as I've got my title shot.
Unsurprisingly, Edge's attitude has gotten him into trouble again.
Well, you know the rated R superstar Edge. He doesn't back down from anyone, not even Mr. McMahon.
This is Kane. I suggest you stay out of my way tonight in our tag team match. I'm looking forward to pulling Edge apart, limb from limb, for what he did to me last week. And don't worry, you won't be left out. Because when I leave Edge a bloody broken wreck, I'll prove that I deserve to be the #1 contender for the WWE title and do the same to you at Vengeance.